Alrighty, how's it, everybody? Welcome to a special Tuesday night live stream. We've had to make some adjustments to our weekly live stream due to some unforeseen events during this past week, and I do plan to talk a little bit about those events here in the stream. But first of all, I wanted to take a minute, welcome all of you guys who are joining us in the chat today. Let's see, we got a couple people here so far. Even if it's just a couple lurkers, we see what is that? Goat, how you doing? I hope I said that right. Kenan, how you doing? Right, running with Beast on Daima Goku's team with the N4s. All right. Absolute buzzsaw of a team, the 4Q team. Yeah, I've done a few runs with the mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku with the 4Q team. I do think that's his best team, although it is fun running to him around. I do think that is the best team to run him with. But all right, so we got a couple people in here, excited. So, I guess I don't want to reiterate it too much during the stream, but I think we'll give it a little bit, maybe as some more people start pouring in, and then we will start talking about kind of what's been going on the last week or so, and share with you guys as more people start pouring into the stream here. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's hop on into the first run here. Right, the goal is to complete the live stream with as many of the hard bosses for the Dokkan for the Fizz Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we'll build our teams, we'll take down events. So we'll start with the newest challenge event for him, right? With the Goku here, the Daima Goku. I actually haven't tested this with him yet this stage, so this will be a fun stage. So let's I want to make sure I pull one of my teams here, so in case we die we can reset it here. So let's go to Daima, and for this fight we'll run double lead, but I think some of the fights like Omega Shenron, for example, we will have to pull double. Yeah, we will have to pull double Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, for example, just because we need the extra push and offense, right? Kenan, Miniku is one of your favorite units this year, no lie. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got a unit that you really like. That's always a plus here, I think, for people here. So let's go. What is it? Actually, I don't want his lead isn't Daima. Let's go. What is it? Transformation boost, Seekers, and what's the other one here? Mastered Evolution, that's right. Okay, Mastered. By the way, if you're listening in chat, how's the volume on the in-game volume? If it's too loud, please let me know. I can make some adjustments here. I can turn it down if we need to. If you can't hear it, we can always turn it up as well. All right, so we're going to bring Nahare. He's very good at helping with the orbs here. So we're going to bring him along. We'll bring Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Goma. Let's just actually run the full Daima squad, honestly. It's actually kind of fun. And then our STR Goku and Daima Vegeta. Or Glorio, I think, works. But I do think that this team will work just fine here. And then we'll bring a second Mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, all right, we're going to hop into the first round of this. And, of course, we will play with the teams as we go through this. So let's go ahead and let's jump on into the first round here. So appreciate all of you guys coming out for this live stream here. I know it's kind of random, not exactly the best timing, but it's all right. All right, so not ideally the best starting rotation, but I do think we can make it work. All right. Lots of orb changing there. Okay, so let's do that with Goma. Remember, I really wish those weren't the... There we go. 6 orbs should be enough that he can still pop his crit. And then, there we go. I want to save those STR orbs for for Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who we can see is coming in on the next rotation. Alrighty. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, I think the trick to this team, like if you want to utilize Mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the trick is ensuring you have the ability to blitz through the stages, right? You want to be finishing these stages by turn 5. Not to say that he's bad post turn 5, right? He just becomes a general sort of floating support type unit. But I mean, if you want to make the most of his effectiveness, and did our Goma just like entirely give up on dodging? Is that what just happened there? I feel like that's what just happened. There we go. And we did actually get the crit. No EX Super, though. All right. And then hopefully Nahare can just kind of hang out there in slot 3. Ever at the very least tank the normals, right? That is what we want. I know I'm going to be like one of the 4 people who actually calls him. I'm probably like one of the 4 people who actually calls him Nahare. Everybody else calls him something different. Kenan, what do I think the hardest fight is? You think it's probably Triku? Honestly, I actually think it's Super Saiyan God Goku. I think Triku is a little easier to manage because of the attack lowering and the ceiling that you can do in phase 1. I actually think it's God Goku. I mean, I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a decent challenge, but I think God Goku, right, his crits are a little bit more dangerous, I think, than Super Saiyan 3 Goku's. That's just my opinion. Okay, not ideal on the orbs here, so we are going to have to kind of make a little prayer here. There we go. Hopefully we get the crit and can therefore proc an EX Super here. No. Okay. Watch us still get a crit and just not have gotten the EX Super. No. Okay, no crit. Alrighty, dang. Okay, that was not ideal. That was not ideal at all. Okay, so yeah, I was hoping Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku would have been able to get his proc there, so eesh, that might be a little scary. Well, maybe not. Okay. Let's see. I am curious about where, yeah, this does have me a little worried. There's too many attacks there for Goma in slot 1. I don't want to float him either. That's a really tough position to be in. Oh, wow. Okay. Hang on. I think his super is scripted, is it not? It is. That's what I thought. Okay, so we have until... Okay, so he shouldn't attack us at all. These should just be straight normals this turn. Okay. Okay, so we actually might be able to get away with this then. All right, so let's do that. We'll get that with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, I guess we just pop his active, right? Because it is a 3-turn buff, so it'll be active again when he comes back. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, no crit. What is with this and not? What is with this game and not wanting to give us crit? All right, let's do that. Excellent. Okay, all things considered, not bad. Yeah, you kind of see what I'm talking about, right? Like, as long as you don't let them build up, SSJ3 Goku can be pretty easily managed. There we go. We get the dodge on Goma. All right, perfect. I do like having Goma on this team. I just love the fact that he can just slide into so many teams. Like, he's such a great unit for these Daima teams. Even though he's a villain, he really does synergize pretty well with the teams. Gotta love it. Was kind of hoping we were gonna get the EX Super there. That really puts a big damper on things, not getting that EX Super. I mean, we do still hit some big damage, though. I can't complain about that. There we go. Okay, we got the EX Super on Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That's nice. Excellent. Okay. So remember, he does have that big super that he does at the end on the next turn, and it is a Ki Blast. So if we set this up right, we could be pretty safe here. All right, because, right, the countdown, he's going to super in slot 0, but then tech, we can put tech Daima, we can counter his super in there. So actually, I want to see something with Nahare. I'm not finished leveling up his links, but let me see something. Okay, Daima, Dragon Ball Seeker's enemy, launches an additional super attack. First attack on the turn, changes, blah, blah, blah. Effective against all types. Chance of aiding enemies attack, 35%. Do we bank on a dodge? Do we bank on a dodge? Well, okay, let's do that first. Yeah. Okay, I'm not liking having the lower attack with him, right? Because we didn't get to super with him last turn, so that is kind of a problem. What are his normals? 2 million on the normals for this one. What's our defense at? 500k. What do we have? Okay, we have an 85% chance to dodge. I say we bank it. I say we go for it. We have an 85% chance to dodge. So we're going to put Nahare in front here. This is either a really good idea or a really bad idea. All right. And then let's do that number. We got 85% chance to dodge. There we go. We get the first dodge. And I think that's all that matters because I think he can handle the normals post-super now. So I think we're good here. Excellent. There we go. Yep. Okay, he was able to double-digit tank the normals. Perfect. And we get the EX Super. Nice. Okay, this is a good way to end his turn here with that EX Super. Great. Excellent. All right, and then now the mini Forku Super with 0 build-up because we didn't attack last turn. You gotta love it. Okay, good news is we can count. He hasn't countered yet, which means we have an automatic guaranteed counter with this third slot. So that's nice, I guess. And there it goes. Boom. Now, if only our STR Daima Goku wasn't slot 7, that wouldn't have been so much of a problem. Easy day. All right, so... Okay, let's do the Vegeta active first. Boom. Okay. And then let's do the Goku active. Okay. Am I crazy or is he like getting more and more defensive? Am I crazy? All right, what is this? This is his third turn, right? Oh, he does have 100% more attack, I guess. Okay. Let's see. All right. I didn't want to sit through the giant form. I was hoping we could just get away with that, but just in case, we'll go ahead and do this. Make sure we end this on a high note, right? There we go. All right, and then let the giant form wrap things up here. Can we actually kill? We might actually just kill straight up with Goma's giant form. I mean, kind of cool. Oh, maybe not. I guess if we're not going to crit, we probably won't. Alrighty. All right, 17 mil. Gotta love it. Kennen, Mini 3Q Super OST is... Yeah, I do like his EX Super OST. It's actually really good. I do like it. I agree with you. Excellent. Okay, come on. All right, this should do the trick. This should take him out, all right? All right. Excellent. All right, there we go. So round one of this new mini 3Q all boss rundown, right? Not too bad, though. I mean, this stage isn't terribly hard. I actually do like the Daima stages, but I definitely don't think they're as hard as some of the other fights we've had recently. But I think they're still a fun fight. There's some play there. I do, out of all the new fights though, I do like Cell Max the most, to be completely honest. If I'm being completely honest here. So, alrighty, excellent. So, onwards and upwards, I guess, right? So the next fight I want to take down is, well, speaking of the Cell Max fight, let's go ahead and let's do the Cell Max fight since we are here. So let's see. Boop. Okay. Nope, not that team. Right here. Here it is. Okay, so the trick to this fight, right, is obviously managing that. I think the trick to this fight is obviously managing those those super turns. Remember, he comes out on turn 3 with that big super. So I actually think I want to drop him. Well, let's test the team. Let's run the same team and let's see what happens here. If we got to change it, we'll change it, right? But let's run the team here and let's see what happens. Right, let's do this. Okay, because I'm thinking about swapping in Glorio for the team. Kennen, Cell Max is fun because you can stall with Tech UI. Yeah, I've done that a few times. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I like the way you think there. Okay. We might actually be in trouble here. Getting Goma in slot 7 is actually not good. I wonder. I think this might actually hurt us a lot, but let's see what happens. Let's play it. I almost wonder if we should. Oh, I don't think we can. I almost wonder if we should try to stall here and not deal a bunch of damage. I think that's what we should do. All right, so let's do this then. Okay. Yeah, because I think we gotta try to stall here a little bit here. Because if we kill him, if we kill him in the first turn or first 2 turns, that puts us in a really bad position on for that Daima 4Q rotation. I think Goma slot 7 here actually hurts us a lot, honestly. Okay, yeah, we are doing way too much damage here. I do not like that. I do not like this one single bit. And then he gets an EX Super, which normally I would be happy about, but right now, actually, that is not what we want. Ooh, okay. Alright. Yeah, this is actually kind of tough here. Okay, I think if we avoid the crit here, right? So if we get a low amount of orbs and we don't crit, we don't get the EX Super with Daima Forku, we can stall enough, I think. Yeah, okay. This is a little tricky, but I think we can get it. I think we got it. Okay. Hey, Anakin, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, and then we end up getting the EX Super anyways. All right, so yeah, so Selmax is dead this turn. For sure, after that EX Super. Oh, man. I love how we tried to go for a low amount of orbs and not get crit, and we still got it anyways. Yeah, this puts me in a position I really don't like either. Okay, so let's pop his active. Alright. Let's pop Vegeta's. Excellent. Alrighty, and then let's do that for Goma. Do that. And then perfect. Okay. So hopefully, alright, the attack lowering from Goma is enough to at least let us live. I mean, really, hopefully Daima Goku will just dodge. And then we just need Daima Vegeta pop his EX Supers and live. There we go. All right, we dodged the super. Excellent. That's what we love to see. We do get the EX Super on our Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You love to see it. Yeah, get to hear that amazing OST once more. That is and the super is after, which means we can't heal because we only heal when attacking. So we're actually dead here. I should have put him slot 3. Yeah. Even if Vegeta were to get all of his EX supers, we would still die because we're at 1% HP. I should have put Goku slot 3. I should have let Vegeta go first. Yeah. I should have let Vegeta go first. Yeah. I am curious how much we take from this, though. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, never mind. We would die. Okay, so Diamond Team, well, actually, we probably would have been okay if Goma wasn't slot 7, right? If Goma was slot 1, I think we would have been fine. Because obviously we would have just used his active there and saved us a turn. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go with my original plan. Let's drop Vegeta. Okay, and let's go with where's Glorio at? Because Glorio's attack lowering will actually help a lot in managing that super. Where's that at? Am I insane? Where's Glorio? There he is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's try this. All right. Okay. Let's. I don't really like having them both. Really doesn't work out either way. All right. We kind of need. You think so, Anakin? Bringing Super Saiyan 3 Goku? I was actually thinking that. I actually have, I think what team did I use that? I think that I used that team on Omega. Where's that team? I have it here somewhere. I think I used that team against Omega. Let's see here. All right. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, 3 coup, Daima 4 coup. Yeah, it definitely full Daima, and that's what I was thinking. So I just wanted to test out full Daima, see how it goes. Getting Goma definitely slot 7 did not help though. But all right, so let's go with the Fizz LR. Okay, Boo Duo. What else? Let's go STR. Excellent. And let's see. Who am I missing? LR. Okay, excellent. Okay, this should definitely work a little bit better. And then I guess who should our 4th be? Or our 6th rather. I guess maybe Tech Daima Goku just for the added offense, right? That could work. Yeah, okay, let's try that. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Not an ideal starting rotation. So I feel like we want the Boo Duo to take some damage, right? We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. That's some really bad key. Ah, too late, Anakin. I brought Tech Daima Goku instead. All right, but we do get the EX Super with Mini 3 coup here. Excellent. Okay, we are doing a crap ton of damage. Yeah, are we about? We're about to roll into turn 2, aren't we? We're about to roll into turn 2. No EX Super on the tag rivals though, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know. It's going to depend on what happens with the rest of their supers and Daima 4 coup here. Although I love how I didn't get their EX Super and they still crit anyways. Okay. Alright, good. We didn't one-turn him. That's nice. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna grab that, so that way STR Daima Goku can get some hits off. And then we'll float Tech Daima Goku. Alright, this is not ideal, though. Okay, I was kind of hoping we would eat a super there so we could stand by the Z Duo. Because, yeah, this is not good. Oh, man, this is really not good. There we go. All right, and then... Oh, okay. No, actually, this works. Yes. Okay, we ended up working. We ended up eating the super. All right. There we go. And then now we drop them. Perfect. Okay, that actually does put us in a really, really good position. Okay, so... We're going to stand by these guys. All right, and then swap into them. All right. don't like the orbs, though. But I think if we do this... Oh, that's actually worse. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay, we're going to reset, and we're going to go back for our orbs here. That was actually worse. All right. So we'll reset here and go back for the different orbs. That was actually terrible. All right, so I guess we go for the 6. I mean, ideally we would want 11. All right, well, what if we do that? Oh, that doesn't... We swap in a Goku. Yeah. What does Goku need? He needs 6 orbs for the support, right? 4 or more superclass allies on the team. Okay, attack defense, chance to perform a critical hit 30%, 20% for all allies, plus an additional 30% with characters. 8 key spheres or 4 superclass allies, which we have. Okay, so we have his support. All right, then. All right, let's hope. I feel like, okay. All right, let's hope that's enough then. Oh, this is gonna be a little tricky here. It's gonna be a little tricky here. Jesus Christ. I forgot to stand by them. What an idiot. Ah, stupid. All right, let's drop him and let's go for Fizz. And where's he at? Glorio, there he is. Okay, perfect. Let's try this. Got a dang near full Fizz team here.
All right, let's do this.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, once again, double Daima 3-coup starting rotation. Not ideal. And the Z duo is... They are slot 7 again. Okay, we're gonna drop that. We're gonna try this one more time.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, this is just straight up not funny. Literally the same rotation.
All right, let's do this.
Give us something we can work with. Jeez. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not ideal, but we'll take it. Okay, so let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, so we're gonna grab this with Goku. There we go. We'll grab that with these guys. And we'll send off the Glorio. Alright, so hopefully... Yeah, but they didn't end up on the same rotation, Aniket. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I forgot to drop the I forgot to drop the stand. I think I didn't stand by the Z-Duo. That's what happened. In my haste to pick the orbs, I forgot to stand by the Z-Duo. So that's totally on me. Alrighty. Okay, so... Alright, so at least now they'll have some defensive stacks going into the next turn when ideally we can get maybe a Ideally, we can get maybe a hit like we did last time with the Goku, and be able to stand by these guys. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Aniket is to put them in slot 1 in the second phase. Okay. All right, Gloria. Okay, that's good. Right, Gloria's not dropping crits. That's good on us damage wise. So that'll give us a chance to set up next turn. Okay, so again, we want to try. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, let's do this so we don't proc the EX Super. And then we'll try to get his. There we go. Okay, that should do the trick. This is actually kind of a tough one for Mini 3Q's team. Okay, we don't get the EX Super. That's good. Watch us still crit, though. Okay, thank goodness. I know, that's crazy to think about. We're already... come on, man. And so no Daima Vorku stack either. Okay. Alright, so let's swap into the rivals here. Alright, we'll get his 6 orbs. There we go. Okay, and then... Because what is their defense, right? Hopefully with the support, that's enough. Alright, oh, that's right. I forgot he had a domain. Alright, 79 mil there. Excellent. Additional super. Why would you want the Boo Duo in slot 1? Wouldn't it make more sense to put him in slot 2? Alrighty. Curious if they can live this with the support. Oof, nope, not at all. Yeah, they needed to be standby. Yeah, I don't think their slot was going to change that super for them, bud. Just throwing that out there.
Let's do this.
And again, in slot... What is their obsession with slot 7? Okay, we might have to switch up the... Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay, fair. Let's see. Let's put him here. Okay, let's grab that. And then let's grab that with Glorio. I see. Oh, there goes the super. Are we going to dodge it? Yes. Okay. Well, actually, it's probably a good thing. Okay, we might have to make some adjustments to this team because, right, we have nothing to counter his domain on this team, and our only attack lower is Glorio. So we might have to make some adjustments to the team here. I think Tech Pan's on this team, isn't she? Maybe she could help out. Okay, no crits on our Goku, though. Well, of course, we get it on the normal, which I guess is a good thing, because now we can make sure we get those hits off in the next turn. We just need to make sure that Glorio kind of holds off on these supers here. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be real tricky. Alrighty. Okay, so I guess we want to get these guys over here, so I guess we let Daima Forku attack first. Right? He's going down no matter what here, so we may as well just take it. There we go. Alright, so he gets his super. We're going to drop Cell. There we go. Oh, no additional super. Oh, but he gets the EX super too. Okay. And that takes him down. Okay, so now we have... But we don't have enough here to do anything, do we? No, we don't. So what do we do here? I think we just die, right? We're just gonna die. There's nothing we can do. We can't get enough stacks. Somehow that's worse. Okay, yeah. I think we're just dead. I don't think there's anything we can do here. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, we may have to make some adjustments to this team. Oh yeah, and then now they just die. Because there's no way they're living the super. Surprised they lived the normal, though. Considering they didn't even when they were buffed the last time. I'm actually surprised they lived the normal. True, but I don't have that good of dodge luck. I doubt we're going to get the dodge. Because then also everyone else on this rotation needs to dodge too, mind you. Everyone else, we can't miss a single dodge here. Even if they... Yeah, see, they're not going to probably... My dodge luck is not that good. Oof, okay. Alright, yeah, okay. So let's make some adjustments to this team here. Okay, let's see. I like Glorio for the attack line. Let's go, what is it? Seekers. Transformation boost. And what's the other one? Mastered Evolution. Okay. Let's go attack. And where is she? Pan should be on this lead, right? Yes, she is. Okay, let's... What if we drop them for Pan, just for this fight? It does mean we have to make sure we get STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta on the same rotation. I think having Pan give us the extra attack lowering will help. Let's see. Lower attack, super attack. I see, Goma would be incredibly helpful here. if we can get him to start turn 1. If we swap Glorio and bring in Goma, right? Because then we have a giant form on that 3rd turn. Or maybe we want it on the 2nd turn, so it's on the same turn as Goku. Yeah, okay. I got that. We got this. All right. I see the strategy here. Okay. So.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's see here. Tech Pan and slot 7 works. Okay. All right. We're going to float Goma, though. We are going to float Goma. I want to get Goma over there with the SDR Daima Goku because I think that's the play. Bag on. You hope we have a good stream. Why, thank you. I do have a major announcement I'm going to make after this run here. So, I mean, if you're going to stick around, hopefully. All right. So, not ideal, but I do think that this can work here. But again, I think we got to stall a little bit here to make this work. I will take the hits with him. There we go. Okay, so hopefully this works. There we go. All right, so we get the attack on Mini Goku. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. We just decided dodging was for... Okay. That was just absolutely horrendous. That was absolutely horrendous. All right, let's do that. And you know what? Actually, Pan's starting this turn actually isn't terrible because that lets her get built up a little bit. So honestly, that's not that bad. And speaking of Pan, Kennen, yes, she is a genuine slot 1 god for this fight. Chat, it's time to bring out Tech God Goku. No. We're not. Can he actually work in this fight? I wonder. It is an AGL movie bosses. Does he actually work in this fight? There we go. All right, let's let Pan get some attacks off here. Alrighty, excellent. Okay, yeah, letting Pan get built up here is actually insane. All right, because, and actually, if we put her slot 1 on the next rotation, if we put her slot 1, that actually... There we go. All right, we get the EX Super. Yeah, so if we put her slot 1, she'll actually get rid of that first Super for us altogether. Okay, I'm spending way more time than I wanted to on this fight, though. This is supposed to be one and done. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, that's not ideal. Alright, let's go for that. Let's go for that. Alright, perfect. Okay, so that should still be enough to take him down. If we're lucky, we'll get the EX Super here on... Nope. We are not lucky. We are not getting his EX Super, although that would have helped us out a ton. Actually, that's actually incredibly good. That's actually really good for us. Alright, now can... Ooh, with the EX Super 2, but is that enough to take down Cell? Not without the crit. Okay, we're gonna need to bank on a crit and a second super here. Or third super, rather. We do get it? Do we get third? Yes, okay. Oh, well, the normal. I'll take the normal. I'll take the normal. Okay. Alright, so now that puts us in a unique position here. Oh, we healed up. Dang. Okay, so like I said, Tech Pan actually incredible for this because we could just straight up get rid of this super by letting her attack in slot 1. And so that's exactly what we're going to do here. And then I guess we'll have to send off the mini Goku. There we go. And then we'll grab that. And so that way he'll have a chance to get that EX Super. No active skill on him, which, I mean, honestly sucks because, we could have had that extra 30%. But, without a Daima character on rotation, that's obviously what's going to happen. But at least Pan getting all her supers off and getting that attack lower, I think that's going to be very helpful. There we go. Look at that. Just look at her go. Dropping that attack. There we go. Not missing a beat either. Boom. And we dodged the super. Okay, we didn't get rid of the super, but we did dodge it. That's fine. Now, my only concern, right, we just need STR Goku to dodge the super here. If we hadn't healed up, we actually would have been in a good position for him to stand by, but we ended up healing. We do dodge the super, thank goodness. All right, now it's... And we can tank. Okay, no EX super on the Fizz Daima Goku, though. Even though we did get a crit, we just didn't get that 60%. That's fine. Okay, all we need to do, though, is not do that, first off. Oof. Wait, what the What? 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 Hold up. Oh, it's I'm not doing this. Okay, so not only did we not evade, 6 or more super class. That's why. These guys messed everything up. Adding Goma messed everything up. But I think Goma is more beneficial than these guys. Okay. That's why. Okay. Alright, well, let's stick with the original plan of having him. Or maybe Nahare for the orb changing? Does he doesn't lower attack or anything, does he? He has a high chance of stunning. Support, orb changing. Or I guess if we're gonna go, he's not gonna do damage. Yeah, let's just bring Glorio then. Where's Glorio? There he is. Alright, that way at least we have the attack line.
Let's do this.
And then again, double 3-coup here. Alright, so yeah, that's not gonna work. Need at least Tech Pan, I think. Or... Okay, that works. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Okay, we can make this work. Oh, wow. That was actually pretty terrible. But it's my own fault. I did it to myself. There we go. Alright, and then now we can actually grab that. We'll do that. Perfect. Alright. Alright, so now we're in a must-say... This is true, Aniket, but the purpose of Goma is one for the attack lowering and the giant form to buy us a turn, right? I think that's more impactful than the added support, because the added support, right? Goku's support isn't really helping everyone. There we go. Yeah, I don't think so, Aniket. I don't think the Z Duo are all that helpful here. I mean, you saw how much damage they took, even in slot 1, right? Even if we had a second turn of stacking, they're still going to take 1,000,000 there with Majin Vegeta's support. Like, they're not tanking Cell Max's, what is it, with his domain up, it's like a 17 million super, right? Like, they're not tanking that. Alright, so let's see if... I guess we just take this, huh? Yeah? There we go. Yeah, alright, we'll just take this. So, I mean, I see what you're saying, Aniket, with the added support, but I think the Z Duo insert more of a lose condition than they do a win condition, to be completely honest. Like, even if we get them turn 1, we get a full set of stacks on them, we get the support on their second turn, put them in slot 1, like, they're still not living that super, unless we can get them into standby, right? Which isn't a guarantee. All right. Okay, so there we go. We did get through the rotation, which is what we needed. And now we just gotta do a bunch of dodges here and live. The only thing I don't like about this is having that, but I think we'll actually be okay. Okay, so if we do this, all right, we let Pan go first here. I'm trying to set up those STR orbs for him. Let him go second. There we go. Okay. So one of two things. We either dodge the super, right? We get that lucky dodge. Or at the very least, we survive KO and we dodge everything else the rest of the turn. That is the ideal. Pan's not going to have to do anything, right? We saw that we got her action canceled and there is only one attack there. So we know we only have to worry about, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, but she's not getting her supers, which I don't like. That actually puts us in a really not good position. We do get the EX super, so we do get the added stats. Okay. There we go. Excellent. One more. And we don't dodge the super, so we are going to have to bank on proccing the rest of those dodges, which we don't do. As I seriously have, like, the most insanely worst dodge luck. Jesus. Like, seriously, all we had to do is dodge that. Like, it just had to dodge. All we had to do was dodge. It's not that hard. Right? Because you fall below, right? You fall below, you proc the extra chance to evade, right? So we should have been fine there. But no, we decided to not dodge. Okay, can we stop getting the same rotation over and over again?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, all right. At least we got, and then Daima. Okay. Can this work? Next rotation. No. Okay, let's back off here. All right, because I think that the issue here is I think we're lacking some major offense. All right, let's try it. Let's just try not to get a terrible start. Okay, dude, we are getting like the worst starting rotations ever.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, that could work. All right, yeah. All right, this will work. Alright, so let's grab that. We'll take that with Goku. And boom. Alright, so decent start here. We should be able to work with this. And we do get the EX Super. Okay, that's nice. So, I mean, obviously we're not going to kill here, but at the very least, I want to make sure we get Daima Forku's EX Super on the next turn. I wonder if Daima Vegeta would be good instead of Glorio. Right, if we could time it so we get Daima Vegeta, Goma, and Daima Forku on the same rotation on turn 4, I feel like that could potentially put us in a good spot for our win condition. Are we going to frickin' kill here? We are, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Yeah, okay, we did too much here because we got the EX Super. I knew I shouldn't have grabbed those orbs. And we're just going to straight up die. We're just straight up die in the next phase because I don't think there's anything we can do about that Super. Yeah, we're just going to straight up die in the next phase. Because there's not a single thing we can do about the Super. Okay. Can we get enough defense if we do this? Maybe we can get enough added defense here to live after a Glorio attack raise. I doubt it, but let's see. Maybe it is enough. Let's try it. Okay, we get the dodge, which now we get their Goma's 18 key. Which means we will attack lower. Oh, we get the dodge on the Super too. We do get the EX Super. The only problem is Goku's damage reduction is before attacking, and Cellmax always supers after you attack. Like, it's kind of funny how perfectly this fight counters Daima Forku. Alright. I feel like we needed the triple super here. Can we live? I doubt it. Yeah, that's a absurdly high super. Yeah, we killed too quickly.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, I really don't want to spend my entire day stuck on this fight either. That's the worst part about it. Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna have to float him. Let's see here. Well, let's do that. And Let's do that. That way we don't get his full 18 key for the extra, but for the extra attack. And there goes the super. Can we dodge it? No, we're just going to eat it. That's fine. That's true, Kenan. Yeah, having two of them around is better. But, I mean, this is Daima 3Ku's showcase, who we want to focus on. He keeps getting blasted by this. This fight is actually it feels like a counter to him. There we go. We do get the EX Super, which is nice. That'll help us. Perfect. All right, and no EX Super on Fizz Mini Goku either, so that's helpful. Excellent. One more. There we go. All right, and then now we can let the next turn kind of do its thing. So I think for the turn setup I want here, we're going to have to keep Pan on, right? Right, because who's coming on here, right? The other Super Saiyan Goku, so... yeah, I think this is what we want to do. So let's let Pan get some offensive build up here. We'll grab that, and then we'll send off the Mini Goku. So I think this can work if we play this right. Ooh, Pan took a little more than I wanted to. Or are we just going to straight up die to this? Yeah, of course we do. Because why? Why? It's not like we had the shot here. It's not like we had the setup or anything.
Let's do this.
Yeah, why would we make this easy? Why? Alrighty, so... okay, that's fine. Alrighty, so we're gonna have to float the Mini Goku, right? Because we have the other one coming on. I don't want them both on the same rotation here. So let's grab that with Glorio, and then send that off. So hopefully we don't kill here. Without the added support from Glorio, I think we're fine. And then we just let Daima 4Ku get his EX Super on the next rotation. Bro, he really is, right? Like, I don't understand why we're having such a hard time with this. Granted, this is the only fight I really haven't tested his lead with. I think if we just run double Daima 4Ku lead, we're probably in the clear here. But it's simply because the double 3Ku lead is what's giving us trouble. Because I know I've done this already with a double Daima 4Ku before 3Ku released and had 0 issues. Heck, I even think I ran double Daima Vegeta with this one too and had 0 issue. We gotta be kidding me. You gotta be just kidding me. This is actually insane. No one's dodging. No one's getting their defense.
All right, let's do this.
But no, this is actually insane. It should not be this difficult. Okay, I'm going to adjust the team here. All right, clearly this is not working. All right, so let's go. All right, let's just copy this team into here so I don't lose the original team we worked with. All right, so let's run Daima. Let's run Goku's family. And let's run Battle of Fates. Okay. All right, so we're going to do some shenanigans here. Okay, so we're going to run double Daima Goku for this. All right. Okay. we're going to run, let's see here. We'll have 3 Ku on the team, obviously. We will bring, let's see here. Because honestly, now I'm just getting aggravated. Okay, let's bring, who did we bring when we did this before? Ooh, okay, I have an idea. Right, because what is the secondary lead here? It's Earthbred Fighters, right? No, Kamehameha. Okay. Okay. Seekers, Full Power, or Kamehameha. Alright, okay. Alright, I have an idea then. Okay. We're gonna bring Orange Piccolo. Okay, we're going to bring Beast and AGL Gohan. So all we got to do is set up that rotation, right? We set up the rotation there. And then, right, who do we bring as our, I guess, Tech Pan, just to help with the attack lowering, right? There we go. Okay. So let's try this. So we set up a turn 4 with, yeah, there we go. All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Okay, so this only works if all of our... this one only works if we can at least set up a turn 3 superhero rotation, so...
All right, let's do this.
There we go. And then, is Orange Piccolo coming in? No, of course not. That would be too easy. Oh, well, wait, who's coming in? One of the Daima Gokus. That still doesn't help. Why would you... Why, well, I want to put AGL Ultan and him together. Why would I not want to do that? Okay, but actually, I'm going to try this. No, that's not going to work. We need one more. Who... Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, we'll stick with it. Again, the purpose is to get that turn 3 Orange Piccolo. That's why we need 3 superheroes.
Let's do this.
But, of course, we can't seem to get that set up. That would make things too easy.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're wrong rotation. All right.
All right, let's do this.
There we go. Okay. See? It is literally all we needed to happen. Alrighty. We're gonna take that. And then we're gonna grab that with him, right? I don't want to get his 12 keys. I don't want to kill this rotation. So this should be good for this rotation. All right, perfect. And Max does super right away, which puts us in a good position defensively. All right, it worked out. Everything worked out. There we go. All right, and then we get those stacks in with AGL Gohan. All right, perfect. I was thinking of trying the tag 4s, actually. That was going to be my next team to run. I think the issue is coming, Aniket, is dealing with the super, right? The fact that the supers are always in those exact same slots, that's where we're running into major issues here. And we get the EX super. Are we seriously about to roll into this turn 2? Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Perfect. Alright, and then we'll rotate that Daima Goku off. Can we... No, there's no... Low, I guess we take the lower amount so we can try to get both Pan and Goku to get their supers. Alright, now hopefully this is enough. I think so. Post super they should be fine, yeah. The 4s, I'm not so much worried about the 4s, but it's still the other team members we're concerned about. I'm not so much worried about the 4s in that scenario. Okay. Alright, never mind. Nobody gets to attack. Alright, and here we go. We get our turn 3 setup, which is what I wanted. There we go. Which this can essentially buy us a turn. Alright, let's do that. Alright. Now, if we're really lucky, the attack placement will favor Beast Gohan. There we go. And then hopefully we can get the 12 key or 18 key with Piccolo and get the attack lowering. Yeah. But we do have Pan next turn too, which should help us. It should not be this difficult of a fight, but somehow it has turned into that. And literally, it's just because with that initial setup, our characters just gave up on dodging, I guess. Like, honestly, the team we had initially wasn't that bad. We just, for whatever reason, decided we didn't want to dodge. Like, ever. Alright, and then, of course, we get a second turn of Giant Form here. Okay, I'm going to leave the STR orbs. I'll try to leave... Oh, grabbed the wrong one. Okay, well, we still got the 2 there for Daima Goku. Yeah, so hopefully this works out. Hopefully this works out. I love doing no damage in his giant form. Alright, don't give us the third. Let's let this just end with turn 1, or turn 2, rather. Yeah, totally agree with you, Kenan. Beast is way too overrated. He is anything but mid. People, you know, I really don't know what people wanted with him, to be completely honest. Okay, alright, so that puts us in a favorable position. Not ideal, though, for the attacks, but what we will do is do that number. I think post super, Beast should be able to live here. Of course, we can't get the 12 key with Piccolo, or 18 key with Piccolo, which is what I wanted. Oh, come on. Why is that? So it should not be that strong. That's every time I use a giant form when I'm using Beast, all of the attacks shift to slot 1. This has happened. It happened in the showcase fight I did with this too. They will not give me attacks in slot 2 with Beast in this fight, which is like where you want them. There we go. All right, so we just gotta pray that's Gohan can. I mean, I know he's slot 2, but if the defense raises are enough here that we can live a normal. Yes. Okay. Perfect. And then Piccolo should be fine. Theoretically. Perfect. Okay. So we managed to do it. So I guess we'll grab that. Okay, what's going on here? Why can we, when there is a demonic power ally attacking in the same turn or starting from the 5th turn, and we don't have a demonic power ally? Great. There we go. All right, so I think this is our win condition here, right? Is that Tech Pan doesn't do that. Like, I legitimately need as many supers as she can get here. I think that this is our win condition. There we go. We get the EX Super with Goku. So ideally, we just straight up dodge the super here since we will have that extra 33%. Ideally, we just straight up dodge the super. But, I mean, theoretically, I think we can still pull out a win here. No, why would we? Why would we actually dodge? No one dodges. No one dodges. Okay, I'm going back to my first team here. I'm going to drop you, and I'm going to bring LR Tech. I'm going to bring you. Okay, and I wonder if that could work.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. I think this can do the trick. Oh no, but we'll just put 100 attacks in slot 1 because, you know, hey, I saw you brought Goma and we want to get rid of his damage reduction like right frickin' away. Like, is this not wild? Am I not crazy? Does this not feel like the game is out to get me? Alrighty, so unlikely we're going to get the EX Super here with Daima Vegeta, but that's fine. I mean, I kind of expected that, but I think we can still make a decent setup here. It's really all just going to come down to our attack placements, really. For the phase 2. There we go. We ended up getting an EX Super. I didn't think we were going to get one, but that's nice. Alrighty. Alright, we do tank the normals, and now we'll let Pan get some build up here, which, I mean, I guess will help her out a little bit in the next phase, just dealing some more damage. This is crazy. We spent the entire stream on Cell Max. There's no way this should be this hard. Alrighty. So let's see here. What? There we go. Let's do that with our Goku. Boom. Alright, and if we're lucky, we will get both built up here. We are getting an EX Super, but I think he's got enough health that Daima Goku shouldn't kill him. Although, yeah, okay, we're good. We're in a good position here. Okay, and then again, ideally, STR Daima Goku gets his EX Super here, and that actually that does put us in a really good position for the next turn. All right, here goes the Super, which we should actually tank. Yep, we're good. EX Super, come on, come on, come on. Yes, okay. Perfect. Excellent. All right, so now into the second phase. We pop Goma's giant form here. All right. Perfect. This puts us in a decent position. Of course, no crit. Why would we? That would have made this way too simple. Let's see here though. Maybe we want to set up those tech key spheres for Vegeta. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, I think we got our win condition now. Right, because this turn is safe. We'll pop the Daima Vegeta active, right? And then hopefully get some EX Supers. Delta Ryan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are having a rough go of things here. I have never had the Cell Max fight give me this much trouble. Man, I can't believe it. This is insane. But hey, thank you for coming out to watch me suffer. There we go. Okay, so honestly looking pretty good here. I think if we can really bank on those Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Super, EX Supers, I think that puts us in a really good position for the next turn. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. Okay. Pop the Vegeta active. Not a whole lot of damage, but... Okay, that could change right here, right now. There we go. And so we're going to get the attack lowering out of him and Glorio. Hey, I appreciate it that you were able to come out, Delta Ryan. I really do. Thank you. Okay, excellent. So now, Daima Vegeta, if you actually want to get those EX Supers, that would be greatly appreciated. Because I think that'll really help push us into a good position here. All right, 45 million with that first EX Super. Excellent. No crit, though. Crits. All right, come on. Give us some more EX Supers here, Daima Vegeta. All right, come on. Okay, why is he not critting? Okay, I mean, he's doing decent damage. I would love to get another EX Super, though. Not a normal. I said an EX Super. Ah, dang. Okay. Alright, so it's up to Glorio. I mean, with all the attack lowering, Glorio should be fine, even if he fails a dodge here. Okay, but I would prefer us not to be missing additional supers. Right? Like that's the thing that's hurting us more is missing all of this. Well, to be fair, Delta Ryan, I'm out here in Hawaii, so right, my time zone is like way out of whack compared to everybody else's. Alrighty. No active skill for him because no demonic power ally on this rotation. Okay, so what if we go... We know we want Pan first. Alright, what if we do that? Come on, just work with us, please. I'm begging you. Dude, like, everybody is just not critting. Jeez. No crits, no extra supers. This is actually wild. This is actually wild. And no EX Super either. Alright. Alright, we got 4 supers though off of Daima Goku. That's good. God forbid we dodge a super. That would make things too easy. There goes the survive KO. There we go. Okay. Yep, and then not enough offense. And then now we're gonna die. Yep. Was hoping to get that EX Super. Yeah, okay. So he can't live so max to Super. He cannot. You have to bank on his survive KO. Alright. Alright, what if we change this around a bit, though? Okay. Let's run double STR again. Let's run double STR. Yeah. No LR. Take off the LR here. No, but that still doesn't help us, though. Right? Because the problem is getting Daima Goku to live the super. What if we run double Daima Vegeta and we get double active? Could that work? Let's try it. Nope. Why did I do that? There we go. Okay, let's try this. Maybe double Daima Vegeta is the trick. All right, let's do that. Yes, it is. That's the idea, is running the challenges for the new Goku, and somehow Cell Max is giving us the hardest time. Right, because it's just dealing with his super, because Daima Goku can't live the super. Like, half the Daima team can't live this super here. It's kind of crazy. But I think if we get the double Vegeta set up here, we actually might do all right. But let's see. There we go. We get an EX Super. Although we don't really want it this turn. We want it next turn. Thing is, I've already done it with double STR Daima Goku, and I've already done it with double Daima Vegeta. But for some reason, adding mini Goku in is what's killing us. Alrighty. Yeah, okay. We're screwed. I forgot to take Pan off. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's come back to our original team here. Let's go Fizz. Okay. And then let's drop Goma, LR, these guys and these guys, right? Or STR. All right. Let's try those. Okay. And then it's just a matter of getting to turn. The hard part, yeah, Glorio gives us the demonic power, right? Because you need demonic power to get his, to get the active, or it has to be turn 5. Let's try this.
Let's do this.
Yeah, okay. I do think this is still tricky, though, but I think we can make it work. We'll do that. Yeah, because I think the hard part here is just getting through to the rotation that we want to set up here. Yeah, we tried the beast setup, but it just we kept getting bad rotations. Alright, and then we do get the EX Super with Daima Goku. To be expected, we did get his 24 key. Hopefully this doesn't kill, though. There we go. Perfect. That works out. And then... Okay. Let's do... that. And I guess keep him on, so that way we can have that active skill, right? And then we'll float him off. Alright, nice. We do tank this super. No EX super this time. Nice, Delta. You were able to complete the diamond missions without the new characters. That's always good. Good. Happy to hear you were able to get that done. Okay, here we go. So between Glorio and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I think we got this. Yeah, so I'm keeping Glorio on, although we are foregoing support for a turn. I do think this is the better play, because it will give us... it will make sure that we can get his active on that turn. Okay, and what would be real nice if we could just get a setup for Goku to be able to live, right? Like that's really just what we need. Dokkan hates free-to-play players. I mean, I don't think it's that bad, but I mean, it's definitely been rougher for free-to-play players as of late. All right, here we go. And then we get the build up with Super Saiyan Goku, or Super Saiyan 3 Goku, rather. Alrighty. All right, so now the trick is for this turn to survive. Jesus Christ, look at that. Like that's not at all what we want. And we can't tag because we don't have a super. Ah! Okay. All right, but we can cancel the super. We can cancel the super. Okay, so at least we got that. Okay. This actually might still work out. This actually might still work out for us. But Pan literally can't miss a dodge. Pan literally can't miss a dodge. There we go. And we get the EX Super too. Okay, so Pan, just like not miss your dodges, please. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. No EX Super on the Daima Goku. Dang, I was really hoping for that EX Super. Okay, we get the additional super. See? Oh, we dodged. Yes. Oh my goodness. Finally the dodge pulls through for us. Okay. We just need Pan to pull through. Yes! Okay, and then we know she lives the normals. No, she shouldn't die to the normals. She should be fine. Alright, excellent. Whew. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so now the question is, can we kill here? Jesus, I don't think we can. What if we put Glory... Oh, okay. What if we put Glorio slot 1? Get some more attack lowering we forego the support. That might be the play. That might be the play. We forego the support and we go in favor of the attack lowering. I think that's the play. Let's do it. Because I don't think even with the support, we're going to kill here. Okay, so I think the play is to bank on the attack lowering. All right, this is actually working out pretty good. Yes, okay. Okay, come on. This dude hasn't hit a single EX Super this entire fight. There we go. All right. That's good. Okay. Yes, we dodged the super. Oh, okay. But is it enough for Daima? And of course, we don't get the EX Super. What happened? We just gave up on EX Supers this run, I guess. Can we live here at least? There we go. Moment of truth. Did we do enough attack lowering to live with the extra defense? No, of course not. Alrighty, so we're going to forgo Cell Max here, and then we're going to move on to... Oh, wait, there's some news here. What's the news? Alright, certain characters' passive skill. What is that? Super Saiyan Goku. Fierce Clash of Burning Power when in Super Saiyan Goku. This is character during standby mode. Who's the Super Saiyan Goku during first Fierce Clash of Burning Power? Wait, which one is that? Super Saiyan Goku standby. Alright, take it easy, Delta Ryan. Wait, is this these guys? No. Oh, it's the Broly trio. That's right. Oh, that's random. Oh, yeah, it is these guys. Okay. Huh. All right. Anyways. Okay, so we are approaching the end of the stream. We'll do one more run here. We'll do God Goku, actually, here. And then we will obviously upload the VOD with the additional runs later. But I did want to cover something with you guys here. So I hope you guys don't mind me sharing this. You may have noticed in the description for the... I mentioned a few of you guys off stream as well. You guys may have noticed the description, a link to a GoFundMe. And so for those of you guys who came out and stuck with us to the stream, I wanted to save it till the end of the stream and kind of talk to you guys about it there and kind of give you an idea of what the plan is for this the next coming week. So I'm going to go ahead and swap over here so you guys can check this out. Okay. All right, here we are. Okay, so for those who have talked with me on Discord, my car has broken down, unfortunately. And for those that are aware, right, like I obviously use my car to get to work. My work is what helps me fund the channel, obviously. And so unfortunately the car has broken down. I need to asking for help to kind of get it back running again, right? It's basically I need to replace the serpentine belt, the bearings in the rear, and the tensioners in the rear as well, and among a few other things. So the total bill comes out to about $1,400. And unfortunately, it's not something I can front at the moment. And so I'm asking for your guys' support, right? To kind of help us get back along the way, get this up and running so we can get back to work and continue to produce content for you guys. In asking for this, of course, I don't ask without I'm not going to ask without, giving something in return, right? Any money donated will obviously help to get my car back running again so I can get back to work. It really sucks having to, not being able to, get it's tough getting around. We'll say that. And so, as a result, any donations will help me do that, but it'll also help us run the channel, right? So you can donate either through the GoFundMe or through Super Chat if you're willing, and that will help us, further the channel goals, right? Producing more content. And like we have to buy our editing software, for example, right? Like, can't do that if I can't go to work, right? Same goes for like, taking care of Dokkan. Can't do that if I can't go to work, right? So just putting it out to you guys. If you guys are willing to donate, link is in the description down below. You don't have to. Any amount of support is greatly appreciated. I mean, you guys come out here. I know you guys enjoy our streams. I know you guys enjoy, watching them. And if you can do that, would be greatly appreciated. You'll notice in the description I did add some tiers for the donations, right? So any dollar donation can result in you guys allowing us to pick a unit to run on a challenge team during our streams. We will do another stream later this week, specifically for viewer challenge runs, right? To reward those who help donate. I'm looking at doing this stream on Friday. $5, you get to help me build a team, right? If you donate $20 or more, right, I will invite you to a voice chat where you can join me on the live stream here as we play through Dokkan, or another game if we decide to stream something else. So just throwing it out there, right? I want to get it back to you guys. Also, any donation $25 or greater will receive a special reward mailed to you by me as a show of appreciation. And so just wanted to put all that out there. I know that's kind of a weird thing to ask, but that's kind of the position I'm in. It is unfortunate, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. So like I said, any amount of donations is appreciated. So with that said, let's get back to the stream. I'm sorry for taking more of your time there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's hop on in here. So we'll close out the stream with a God Goku run here. I don't know why Cell Max is giving us such a hard time. Kind of crazy because I did not have that much of a hard time with him before. So for Cell Max, let's see. Or for God Goku, let's see. We'll stick with running double Daima 3-coup because I do think, right, since this is his showcase, that's what we need to do. So we will run double Daima 3-coup, but we'll drop Pan and we'll drop Glorio. I think we can keep the trio here, but let's go ahead and let's go Transformation Boost. Not Daima, Seekers, and what is it? Mastered Evolution. Okay, so we'll keep this. We'll keep these three. I kind of want to bring in someone because remember we got. I kind of feel like not Tech AGL. Goma can be helpful because remember, his giant form actually uses up a turn of his damage reduction. So we'll do that. And then let's go with the tech. All right, let's bring the mini Goku. Let's go with that. I kind of want to go with that setup there. Or maybe we bring AGL. What if we bring AGL Gogeta? If we can hide him for the first turn, we could probably get away with this. Yeah, let's try that, actually. Okay.
All right.
Let's roll with this. Okay, and so this will be the last run of the stream, right? We're hitting that 2-hour mark, unfortunately. Cellmax ate up all of our time. I can't believe that. I've never had that happen before, where one fight just eats up all of our time. I will come up with a strategy, and when you see the pre-recorded runs with some of what we did here in there, you'll see it. So, all right. So I'm thinking. I don't like the fact that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do this with Goma. We'll do that. And then, there we go. Okay. All right, I think this will work. Okay, nice. We get the dodge. Very good. Okay, so as long as we don't kill this turn, I think we're in a good position. God Goku's got kind of a lot of health, so I think we're okay. I don't think we have to worry too much. There we go. We do get the EX Super with Fizz Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Alrighty. Excellent. Okay, so all right, so good starting rotation here. Right, we're floating the Daima Goku just to get him over there. I think that'll help us a lot. Having him on the turn 2. All right, and then let's do that. Ooh, okay, that's actually not good. Though I think with maybe the other, well, let's see. I mean, as long I grabbed the wrong orbs, but that's okay. All right, so we're gonna have to eat the super here. Nice, we do take double digits. And we get, okay, so we actually got both of their EX supers. I guess this is the fight where they're like, okay, we're actually going to work for you now. Okay, and then now all we have to do is deal with his normals. I wonder if we should have brought... Oh, we should have brought Nohare, actually. I feel like he could have helped. Alright. Yeah, I'm a little worried because we accidentally grabbed the wrong orbs and did not get that 18 key, but... I mean, as long as we can live the normals, I guess it doesn't really matter. And we do! Okay, excellent. But of course, no EX Super on these guys. Alright, but it is enough to kill. Alright. So that takes us into the next phase here. Little tricky. Alright, so... What if we do that? All right, we use his thing. Problem is, this is turn 3. This is the problem. All right, and then we do that. I mean, we could save ourselves and just use his giant form, but I think it's best. There we go. I think it's best. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This worked out. Yeah, I think it's best if we just stall. All right, and then now all we need to do is ensure that these guys live the normals. Okay, I'm not liking missing supers, though. That's never fun. Oof. Excellent. Okay, we get another one. There we go. Hey, don't do that. Oh, nice. Okay, we do take double digits on his normals. All right, perfect. Now, of course, my only problem is we can't use his active here. All right, so let's pop that. Let's grab that. All right, so not ideal. Right, it would have been better to get the Gogeta turn, but I mean, we got to do what we can to live, right? That's the more important thing. Let's grab that, and then we'll take that. Okay, so hopefully we still do enough damage here. All right, remember, he does have... I guess we could have waited a turn and then until we got both of their EX Supers together, but it's fine. All right, we do get the EX Super with STR Daima Goku. All right, we do get the additional super. Are we going to get the third? I hope so. All right, more damage, always a bonus. I was thinking that, but then I also wanted to ensure. I was thinking that, Kenan, but I also wanted to make sure that we get the guaranteed crit to ensure that we get that EX Super. Because I have this bad habit. As you saw with the last few runs, we did the active skill and didn't get the EX Super. But I guess we would still get the I mean, even if we don't get the EX Super, we do still get the attack support. So, yeah, maybe. All right. Okay, so we're actually going to stand by the Goku. Okay, just to see where those supers are. But I guess it doesn't matter, because if we use Goma... Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, because we're going to use Goma's active anyways, so you know what? But it is nice to know they're both in slot 3.
All right, let's get this started.
All right, so we'll pop the Goma active here. There we go. I'm not expecting us to do a whole lot of damage here. In fact, I mean, if we can get a good attack placement towards the end in that third slot, I'm just gonna float Goma. Because at this point, he's already, right, we're already in a bad position in terms of possibility of losing his damage reduction. So I think it's 3 hits, right? All right, and there goes the super on the giant form, so we don't have anything to worry about. Excellent. Jesus, we really can't get any luck here. All right. All right, let's do this. All right, and then we're just going to have to pray here. All right, we get the dodge. Oh, because it's a double super. That's right. The the giant form doesn't get rid of the super. Oh, we should have standby. We should have put him in standby then. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, we're doing some good damage still, though. That's nice. Okay, where's that super going to be, though? 74 mil on the Goku. All right, double super. Yeah, we should have put him in standby. Damn it. All right, where's that super going to be? There it is. We do dodge it. Okay, so now we just got to kind of pray that Goma can live here. The funny thing, he'd be dead already if he wasn't dodging attacks. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, look, we were so close. We were right there. We are right there. Alright. Okay. Wait, let's see. How many turns has he been on? He's been 5 turns. He's been 6. So he still has his 5-turn passive, right? So I don't think Daima Goku can live the super here. The crit super. Alright, so I think this is the play. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. There we go. Oof. Okay. Okay. No, that's okay. Alright, as long as it's the 1 super. Yo, let's go. That's the GOAT right there. You know, screw Cellmax. Forget that fight. This is what we're talking about. There we go. That's what you want to see. Alrighty. So there we have it. That's a good way to end. That's a much better way to end it. That's a much better way to end it. Alrighty. Okay. Excellent. All right. You know what? I'm feeling high. Let's do. All right. Let's close out with Super Saiyan 3 then. Not happy about how those others went, but that's okay. So I did actually already do this one, but we're gonna do it again. So let's hop on in and let's have some fun here. All right. That was crazy. So the trick here, though, is we got to get Mini 3Q on his 4th turn, right? So we do gotta kind of power through this, but I think we can do it. Okay, so we're going to do this, or we can actually just stall till turn 5. That also works too. And then send them off. Perfect. Excellent. Alrighty. Yeah, I wanted to make sure we at least got these mages fights. So Cell Max gave us a hard time, and that is unfortunate. But the rest of it is, so far, we're looking good everywhere else. Well, Kinnan, if you look at how we loaded into this fight, I have already cleared this fight with this team. I've already cleared the fight with this team. I actually already have a run recorded for this one, but there we go. We get the counter. So I'm actually not too concerned about that. All right, no EX Super here with him, but that's okay. Perfect. All right, this is going to work out very nicely. All right, so... we're going to grab this one. So we're actually going to keep Glorio in slot 2 for this one and float our Mini Goku. And that's just because we have the other one coming in. Yeah, it can, exactly, right? Yeah, for this one, for this setup, you actually want to blitz the first 2 phases, right? 2 turning the end phase is actually probably okay. Obviously, if we could 1 turn it, that would be better, but this is going to work out. All right, I have faith. All right, excellent. There we go, Glorio. Good job, good job, good job. All right, and now if we can get an EX Super, we do get an EX Super. Great. Okay, this actually sets us up really nicely for the next phase. Okay, we do have to move faster, though, because I am running out of battery on my phone. We may not end up getting Daima Vegeta's active, though. Because he's in slot 7. I guess that's okay. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it. Alrighty, and then so now we eat that normal, and we get another EX Super. Exactly, Kenan, right? There's for SSJ4 Mini Goku, for a character that everybody was like, dude, this dude's totally gonna age out. He absolutely did not. Like, he absolutely did not age out by 11th anniversary. Okay. Oof. All right. All right. Killing here is entirely dependent on what Vegeta decides to do. Can't. Ooh, actually. Oh, nice. We do tank it. I was a little worried there. There we go. Okay, so if we can proc the EX Supers and just finish off Goku here, we're actually in a good position. Okay, crits are nice. Those are helpful. That's not an EX Super. That is an EX Super, though. Now, if it was a crit, even better. Yes. One more? No, that's normal. Okay, if this crits, Or not. Okay. Perfect. Okay. All right. And then now we giant form it up with... All right, so we're going to giant form it up with Goma here, right? Open our rotations up a little bit, just because there's too many attacks there for him. I'm a little worried. All right, and then we'll actually just grab that and that, because I kind of want to save the... I kind of want to save those STR orbs for Daima Goku on the next rotation. Excellent. Okay. All right. We are really pushing the battery here. We got 4%. We gotta kill. We gotta kill here before we run out. Oh, 3%. Okay. Dang. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Okay. We should be able to buy us some time now. All right. So let's pop that. Oh man. Actually, we might not. Our phone is actually gonna die here. Okay. Well, let's see if we can get through the turn and at least get to Daima Forku on the next turn. There we go. Perfect. Oh yeah, no, where this is gonna die before the next turn. I apologize, guys. There we go. Let's at least see Mini 3-Ku's attack. There we go. All right, at least we get to see his attack. All right, and now Glorio. Come on, Glorio. Clutch it out. Clutch it out. Clutch it out. We just need to make it through this turn. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. All right. I need you to just go ahead. All right. He's going to get another super. I need you to just live the normals and or do your thing and dodge. That also works. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. He's getting another super. Good for you. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can clutch out those active skills here. All right, so we got triple active skills this turn. So let's pop the STR. Nice. All right, pop that. Nice. All right, and then pop that. Oh, okay, lock in. Let's do this. Let's do this, phone. There we go. We can do this. Lock in, phone. Let's do it. Oof. Okay. All right. We might die here unless we get the dodge. It's game over, man. Game over. Right? Because we're going to heal up too, right? Because that 33%. Oh, actually, no. We're not less than 32%. Never mind. Come on. Come on. Come on. I have faith. Squeeze it out. Oh, no, right at the end. Yeah, see, I knew I was going to die. All right. Well, that is unfortunate, guys. So we'll have to call it there. But that was the victory, right? Because Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku was going to kill there following the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, I mean, I'll count that as a win. So, thank you guys for coming out. I do apologize. I was not able to charge my phone before the stream. I charged it for as long as I could. Got about 60%. Unfortunately, just it's been a bit of a day, as I said, right? You know, with my car breaking down and trying to get back to work and whatnot starting today, it's been really rough. So I did want to just throw this back out there since it is the end of the stream, right? Again, if you guys are willing to help out, it is greatly appreciated here. As you can see, the main things that I need to pull, it's going to take about $1,400, but I need to pull tensioners, rear bearings, and replace my serpentine belt, all of which is going to cost a pretty penny for parts and labor. And again, if you want me to continue to produce content, right, that is, kind of, I got to get my car back and running, and otherwise I'm going to have to find another way to be earning that extra money. So with that said, right, like I said earlier in the stream, I will reward those who can help out, right? Whether it is participating in volunteer challenges within our streams later this week, or joining me on a live chat during a live stream in the stream later this week. You can see the tiers of the donations. Actually, if you give me a second right here, I can actually pull that up for you right now. All right, where's it at here? Right here. So if you actually look at the tiers for the donation, right? So a $1 donation, right? You'll select a unit to use on stream and an extra ticket for enter a giveaway for a special giveaway, right? That's a bare minimum. I will get you for a $1, right? $5, you can select a lead for us to run on a challenge stream later. For $10, you can help me build an entire team, right? And anybody who can donate 20 plus, not only do you get the extra ticket for a special giveaway that will occur later. Will also allow you to create a challenge that we must run on stream. And of course, anybody willing to add anything more, I will give a special voice chat during the next live stream. So I know that might be a lot to ask, but it would be greatly appreciated to help me continue making my content. So with that said, guys, unfortunately, that is where I have to end the stream. I do appreciate you guys coming out. It's been great. If you guys like the live stream, make sure you guys hit that like button, get us out there, get us noticed. And we will catch you guys on Friday for the next stream.